One more time, everybody feeling fine. Here we go now. Hello, hello. One more time, everybody feeling fine. Alright, that looks good. Sounds good. Headphones on. Press publish. Alright, we are good to go. Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers. In the last stream, we just finished the first dungeon, and now we are proceeding on from there. So, 2 more hours, another chunk, let's get into it. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Allah. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alizé both. That's a machinist gun. It's gonna be hard to tell whether or not it's a gunbreaker arm or a machinist arm now. Where's the market board? There's a couple over there. I want to take a look at them real quick. I have not looked at any of the clothes. We're in Mithril Chainmail. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Zonerskin Coat of Fending. Oh, it's the old Alamegan stuff. Blue Spirit Cures Fending. Sort of basic. Deep Gold Mail of Fending. Nothing really stands out, to be honest. Let's look at... Monk and Samurai will have the same stuff, so... It's fucking crazy, that thing. And more Alamegan stuff. That is the casting coat, though. The Alamegan gear. Oh, that's nice. Kinda. It's more casting gear from one of the dungeons. It's probably the best looking one. Right there. I thought they had something that looked like that. Maybe it was ninjas. Dracoon. They're all just gonna have these beards, right? Looks like they're all the same, just varying colors. Well, it's different looking, but oh man. I swear they have something like this before. That's right, they get this. That is definitely... I'll take that. I love that tabard. Oh. Nope, already seen them. Ew. I'm not a big fan of robes on bards. To be honest, I don't really know what my bard glimmer is. I don't, you know, like, that looks nice. I've always been a fan of that one. Machinist, dancer, black mage. Gross. It's not bad. That's not bad either. Always love armor on a caster. That's not great. And then this thing again. I didn't like it in Heaven's Word, I don't like it now. Blue mage. It's weird. What did I leave out? Something? Anything? I guess not. We'll look more at that later. Get out there. There we go. How? What is this? I'm not going to read every single one of these. Just because my mouth gets real dry after reading too many things aloud. Praise the blessed shadow. Now that's a saying. Cardinal virtues. With the villains who caused the flood. Huh. Virtue hunters had all but given up. But knowing the warrior of darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. Yeah, he looks real right up. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. Miss Still, lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner. Seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Carrick. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the Virtua he's after. Oh, there they are. Last we have Giat. Dwarf and Drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer. And only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healers. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. The man with too many scars. Can't say I'd chatted with you before. I think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And where besides, rest assured I have no secret designs. Name's Granson. Bounty hunter by trade, mostly sneakers. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness. Folks been talking about recently, alright? No idea what you're talking about. Easy, killer. Couldn't care less who you are, what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me on the hunt for the biggest prize, this side of my friend. Prize, you say? I'd hear the details first. Hand gestures. Thought you'd grab your attention. Dikaiosin's the fiend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. Former warriors of light, esteemed heroes, who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard this all before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only returned relatively recently as a Sin Eater. Is it just me, or has Brandon become an uncommon name? My name's Brandon, and I feel like I never run into another Brandon anymore. Especially in fiction. There's like Brandon Stark, and then there's this Brandon. The better to torment with few who survived their mercy. Needless to say, I am aimed to put an end to it all. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Brandon with me? I'm just gonna call him Brandon. Fuck that other name. Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Sinner? Why do you call me sinner? Nevertheless, I need you to humor me and prove you're the dab's hand I think you are. For my sake, as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. What do you want? What is it? Carrot juice? Ew, I don't want any of that. Get that the fuck out of here. Fort Gap. We'll make our way downtown. We'll walk fast. Watch the faces pass. Then we'll be homebound. Take care of this one while it's here. I thought there was supposed to be only like one big role quest, right? But if they're giving it to you this early, it sounds, or it seems like it would be something that you would do fairly often. Gemstone Trader. Bi-color gemstones. Well, I should have a few of these. I have 66. Wow. Is this all? Well, so far so useless. Go away. I got you, ninja friend, run away. Wait, did he die? Oh, he died anyway, no! Oh, friend, I could not save you. I tried. There you are, very good. Sin Eaters we're after were sighted west of Ancestor Gate, so we'll need to head through the before we begin our search. Didn't have any objections to killing eaters for sport. Remember that people usually do favor. Need to go west. Nom. Forest of the Lost Shepherd. Yep. Anything around here? To the north. Well, we are heading in that direction. Maybe it's because my ambient sound isn't loud enough, but I don't hear the rain. I feel like I should be able to hear this rain. Yep, I hear it now. I don't want it to be too loud. Like, it sounds fine to me in my headphones, but like, it'll probably be way louder in the actual recording, so I can still kind of hear it now. I like the sound of rain, it's very calming to me. So like when I see rain and can't hear it, it disturbs me. I'm like, I want to hear it, motherfucker. Woot. Down. Apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test. Now what? Back to the Crystarium. I assume every couple of levels we'll get another quest from that. I mean, it makes sense that since canonically while we have the ability to leave the first and go back to the source, that we probably don't have a lot of time or whatever. It makes sense that we wouldn't go back to the source to do job quests, right? But I don't know. We get that one quest after we do this, so that's what I'll have to look forward to. Friend wants me to come DPS for him. Not until you hit 70, bro. Oh, 72. I'll save that for later. Let's proceed with the story. We're gonna have another conversation with Artbert. That's better.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you? Just tell him to get the fuck out.
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Eulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. When you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding.
It's Miniphilia.
He's here. I must go to him.
Where's Thancred? I thought he'd be with you. So the Imperial Magic Tech Facility and the Source. Oh, I was not expecting this.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Stidian! Get him, boy! Get him!
Out of my way!
Oh wait, wrong person. No, that's a good person.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy.
They were talking to each other in a cutscene in the launch trailer, weren't they?
When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Saristinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
I mean, he doesn't stop to say hi, so...
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Saristinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
We need to get you a new gunblade, dude. That Garlean shit ain't gonna cut it anymore. Between two worlds. Always good to see a Stynian again. For those who don't know, from the time that I started playing FF14 all the way up to the beginning of Stormblood, I was a Dragoon main. So Stynian's my boy. Oh man. Manager of Sweetlaw. Eulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Bro, you wanna fucking go? Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of the night. Even now the Exarch is ocularly deliberating a response. Oh boy. Well, X, what you gonna do? You gonna give it to him? I could have just teleported there, but we've come too far now. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Gotta open another one of these waters. Again with the dramatic walk.
You are come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft, here in Lakeland, Eulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Well.
My lord, I am come
Oh.
with the Eulmore emissary.
Oh, it is.
May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
What? We ghost. We ghosted now.
Enter.
Oh. Someone he recognizes. It's this old guy from the trailer.
Wow. The commander of the Eulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Ranjit. Look at this serious looking motherfucker. Bit of a contrast to Eulmore and stuff.
The Light Warden is dead,
Exarch. Were your people responsible?
Nah.
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Eulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you... Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Eulmore considers this tantamount to retribution, no perish. Nothing can stop that which has been set.
Dude.
The world is dead, and writhe as we might. By Master's grace, may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Eulmore's mercy, promptly.
Man, I was not expecting this.
One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistants. Know you of whom I speak?
Yo, that's me. I know that guy, that's me.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Eulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
I was not expecting like this almost sort of Civil War-esque things going on between people who want not just to save the world, but to be free of the Sin-Eaters, and people who are like, the world's fucked. You know, we might as well enjoy what time we have left. Like, it's not a civil war yet, but it feels like we're heading towards that. Like, I knew the Eulmorans were like the rich and wealthy living out their days because they think they're all doomed. I didn't know they were like, no, everyone needs to do this, or else we're fuck your shit up. And apparently we have the world's mightiest army? Christ.
If Eulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
It is noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Eulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man.
Christ.
If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
That feels like some 5.x shit right there.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Eulmore forces at Laxanloft were observed taking a prisoner.
Oh.
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia. It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Eulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Wait, what? Having mentored generations of Minfilias? What? So, every generation there's been a new Minfilia? Yeah.
Of course. How remiss of me.
Yeah.
I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He will be able to enlighten you.
Back to the lore. I said Nor, I don't know why.
Would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Oh boy. Then again, I was just thinking to myself, dude, Eulmore is not that big. How does it have, like, the world's mightiest army? Then I'm like... When I think the world's mightiest army, like, it's not... It's not the situation they have here. They might have the world's mightiest army, but in comparison to what? Right? Like, they're not the Garlean Empire. They're not the Alliance. They're just people with the most amount of bodies, probably. Alright, where are we going? We are going to Curiosity. Lore time, lore time, lore time. Give me all that sweet lore, bruh. Oh, wrong way. Up to the top. Protecting the warrior darkness raid most are out alone at the present. Experience quite a surge in popularity. Heard about the Oracle of Light, then it would be my pleasure to assist. Illustrated tale of the Oracle of Light. Summary. Should I say for a while, there is a place for everything here. Not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Wow. I guess we start looking. It's an interesting lookout point. Got it. Back up we go. Show me the pretty pictures. Began over 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Nevrent. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire. Naught was known about her save for her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be referred to as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Oh, this one literally is a children's book. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes clear as sapphire, she was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Eulmorean army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Oof. Also, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered to her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the selfsame eyes, selfsame hair, and the selfsame powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought in Sin Eaters as soldiers of Eulmore. When she too fell in battle, many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Nevrent on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their true nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps, the truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or knowledge of her previous incarnations. All the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us about the current Minfilia? She was found by the Eulmorean army some 10 years ago and taken into care, or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by the time under Lord Valthry's rule, Eulmore had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. Are these girls ageless? Or was, like, she taken when she was like 7 years old or something? For a long... because they say it was 10 years ago she was discovered. For a long while we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Eulmore's best interest for her to remain under their control. Then 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their... I wonder who that is. Indeed, well, I believe we now have a good grasp on Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Wayne. Might I trouble you for a word, Ella? Thancred showed up to the first. Yo, you got Minfilias in there? Let me get up in there. Yo, how many Minfilias you got here? I'm gonna save all of them. Every single one. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had the chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago. The original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I don't think Thancred cares. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking about your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. I literally spit as I said spit. I watched it fly out of my mouth and onto my desk, and it's really gross. It just so happens I agree with you. It's clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Ella? Great. Quite. I see you've made up your friends. So what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that Eulmorean forces at Granson Loft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. We're the presence they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Eulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do it so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Interesting. We gotta go rescue Minfilia, not let us do it. Okay. Crystarium's resolve. Let's say. Deep gold. Gonna have to find a place to put all these.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. It was not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Eulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Eulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Eulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost. But even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Eulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Eulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Eulmore's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Eulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
Villains Club. Let's go. Come on, Alphino.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
Yeah.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
Dream powder?
Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. Cease your preparations.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
It's a very Haka-like pose they got for their salute. Alrighty. Yeah, whatever. Where's your salute, soldier? Hey, there we go. That salute is mine now. Uniforms. I gotta change my clothes? Does this door open? Nope. Here we are. Hello. I need to stand up for a bit and stretch. I didn't do that through the entirety of the last 3-hour stream. And, my legs didn't appreciate that. Spend a few minutes standing. Stretching. We all get uniforms? Do we have to speak to the good fairies to get outfitted? Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. opportunity to brief you on a mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amuro to scatter dream powder over the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. Assume we're to be part of said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job, and the other from Ustal Imperative. You and Alphino will join the former. Allah, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. You two take care of each other out there. I can handle myself. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesimil at all these words, man. All these fantasy words. What is a spaguric? Spaghetti. That's spaghetti now. From now on until the end of days, that word is now spaghetti. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. I wonder what dream powder does. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amuro from the Rookery. After you have collected the serum, of course. So where are we going? Just over there. It's down. I can't go this way. Damn it. Nope. Let me jump. Yeah. Ow. I just want there to be one character who's watching all of us, like, jump off ledges and over the stairs and everything, and just constantly yell at us, "Use the stairs!" Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? It's bitter as sin. Princess Kiss, they call it. But if you ask me, it should be called Chrome's Kiss. Just to sign this stuff is really foul. Most people get like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on. Bottoms up. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Now where to? say for what, though? It's about to deliver an armor of 2 Radiscus round on a locations whence the beast will fly for the operations. The door lies among the ground to the imperative. If near enough it's good enough for you, you may make this delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the armor for departure at once. Right. You take the route you can. I can't fly yet, can I? I can fly? Interesting. Is this how they plan on letting us just get up there, just by using these? If I wasn't streaming, I'd go get all the Aether Currents right now. Instead, this one is to go to the imperative to the west. Please see it to the hard duty. That word. If you encounter trouble along the way, return here. Set your just gonna tune to this real quick. Okay. Crystarium Tower. It can be dyed. Ooh, it's the cape that gets dyed, huh? Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I might keep that. That's a good look. Interesting. This looks stupid. Yeah, not a big fan of that. What level are these? Level 1. In readiness for the operation, the arrow will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them. A task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Emerald lunch and see to 4 of the beast. Dismissed. Quests everywhere. Okay, so in case it's not obvious, I definitely jumped off that ledge thinking, alright, I'll fly over there. My poor Sleipnir. I broke his ankles. Oh boy. Crunch. Watchtower, send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. May night smile upon us. What do you call it when words are aesthetically pleasing? Let me go up still. Damn it. Parkour. Yeah. Still need to go further up. All the way up. Oh, time for an instance. Here we go. Operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected.
Keep moving. What now?
Present for you.
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Oh, that works fast.
You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Not a bad look at all. Look even better once it's died.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
But this music's funky. Displayed during the Job Actions trailer. Alphino, look at Alphino! Ah, look at him go! He looks so adorable in his uniform! Where's Alize? Where are you, girl? I'll find you. I assume I follow them? Oh shit. Hands off my girl! Come on then. Now listen, before this is over, I need to get a picture with you two while you're still in the uniform. It's been forever since you two wore the same thing. Come on! One picture. I'm so busy paying attention to other stuff, I'm not doing this correctly. I need to keep my buff going. Going ahead, we'll hold them here. Alright guys, take care. Up the stairs. We got you, girl. Why do I feel like Thancred's about to jump out of nowhere? Come to rescue you. Your weapons made the same specification as Thancred's. Ready to use them? Understood. Please lead the way. Don't show me what you got. Alright, we need to return to the Waking Sands. Let's go. Let's join the others and quit this place. Until after we've escaped. It's quiet. Too quiet. This will not end well. The general, huh? Is that a fucking dragon? What the fuck? Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. Oh boy. I can't target the dragon. What the fuck was that? So much being said, I can't keep it up with that ball. Everyone's fucking dead! Is it just you, me, and your snake boy now? I'm full on this, so I should probably use it. Is this dragon your, like, stand, old man? Stay there for a while. Let that soak in. Oh, my buff's down. Outside first.
Why do you persist in this folly? over.
Ow! You fully... What the fuck is this the fucking final boss? What the fuck? Been whooped that hard since Xenos. Why are you so tough, old man? What's your deal?
You, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
Motherfucker.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Eulmore.
There he is. He just blocked that sword with his foot. Who the fuck is this guy?
Thancred?
Steal a soul for a second chance.
You are the wretch who stole her from us.
You'll never become a man.
What if I am?
What?
No, for real, who the fuck is this guy?
Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Is this the fucking master of masters? What the hell? Huh? Ha! Take that shit. Excuse me.
Break!
What? Oh! Oh! Why does that cube look familiar? Surely it must be something from Crystal Tower.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Eulmore dare not bear its steel. Il Mheg, the fairy kingdom.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds.
Indolence.
Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course.
And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First?
I kind of like that even he has no idea.
I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed. Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
God, is this just the weather? Or is it supposed to be like this while we come in? Thankred, can we like chat, bro? We got a lot to catch up on.
It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Eulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Il Mheg.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now, yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Eulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Orianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
I can't imagine the Light Warden would be Titania.
Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Eulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Do all the fairy folk have Scottish accents?
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us.
It doesn't sound like fun. This is very suspicious.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't... why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Il Mheg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, I can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're something you're not. Somewhere you're not. And we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Give me that shit. I need to go there so that I can head back to the source and get my glamour on. We are at 2 hours, so we're gonna finish up this little series of quests, and then we're gonna call it. Then I'm gonna take a short break. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I could make of their voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village, Lida Loran. Olran? I'm gonna assume that's Olran. Lida Olran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion the path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Anything close by? To the east. Grab this one since it's so close. Northeast. Northwest. Oh, almost went right off the cliff. I need to kill these. Kill another. Summoning stones. Well, here we are, yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case, there's a variety of plant native to these parts with distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass is its name, so called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all this later, but first, I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstance should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. Hey, Ellie. Nothing resembling looking glass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Yay. I'm coming! Heavy horse! That's the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixie's veil of invisibility. And seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Gianni's little trick to good use.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look! Look! Twins! How adorable!
Well, they are.
Oh! Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Il Mheg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
such fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we? Should we? Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand. Or two. Or three. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Oh boy. Well, oh boy. We're in the sanctuary. I'm going to call it quits for right now. I'm going to take a break and probably do some side quest stuff. Change up my glamour a bit, and when I've done that, we'll come back. So, thank you all for watching. Still really enjoying all this. Just, who the fuck was that old man? Like, why is a guy... It's always very suspicious when, like, the general of the guy is more powerful than the guy, you know? So, who knows where this is going. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.